why the Vivaro subframe bushes fail and how to fix it. The 47E fits to the Vauxhall and Opel Vivaro Mark 1 and 2, Renault Trafic, Nissan Primastar, NV300, Mitsubishi Express and Fiat Talento. Now, Greg, our design engineer, will explain how rubber bushes fail.
So today we've got our Vauxhall Vivaro subframe. We've been asked by loads of garages to take a look into this. It's something that's caused garages a real nightmare to try and change and fix. A lot of them actually end up just buying brand new subframes when there is no need, because the bush is that much of a pain to change. So this video is just basically a do's and don'ts of how to remove the bush and how to fit ours. We do have a much more in-depth fitting video on the full front subframe on our YouTube channel. So basically we're just going to go through firstly how to remove the bush. So this is an OEM bush, obviously quite rusted and was quite badly seized into the subframe itself. Now these fail with a very, very slim section of rubber inside them, and what happens is the whole subframe starts to move left and right and causes quite a horrible knocking noise, and it ends up leading to an MOT failure. So the first thing to do when starting to look at these is these bushes can be pushed out many different ways. They can be cut out. We had an option of using a hydraulic press to get ours out. Again, looking at our other video, we'll show you how to do it. That's probably the easiest way, but one of the biggest things with these is these have an outer sleeve actually in the subframe themselves, which a lot of people don't actually realise when they're doing it. So this is obviously one we've already pushed out, and you can see there's this upper ring around here. Now if we flip the subframe over, what you will find on the underside of it as 3 welded points in a run, and this is actually an outer sleeve that presses into the subframe, is obviously welded in. Now when people push out the OEM bush, what they tend to do is actually press this out as well and snap the welds. Then when they go to fit an OEM bush back into it, it just falls straight back out because they've actually pushed out part of the subframe itself. So one of the critical things is to make sure you do not push this out at the same time. So the bushes obviously can get seized in there, so a little bit of heat around that outer tube would be a lot easier to push out. But again, just watch out for them 3 welds, make sure you don't damage them at all. There's a side that obviously has an OEM bush in it, still with the 3 welds fully intact. So if you can get some sort of outer tube to sit around there that just sits on the 3 welds, would be ideal to be able to push it out. But again, there is other options in the market. So when it comes to fitting our bush, it's a nice simple cotton reel design. It will outperform an OEM bush by some amount. Again, we won't have the same kind of failure where obviously the rubber deteriorates. You know, MOTs aren't going to be a problem anymore. So this bush is dead easy to fit. I'm just going to put a little bit of washing up liquid around the outside, just to get it started. Okay, and then we're just simply going to tap it in. And we'll flip it back round, and we're just going to make sure that this flange is popped all the way through, which in this case it has, and then just simply fit in the tube. Only fits one way, straight in from the top. Just push that all the way in, and this actually just sits inside that inner lip until flush.
And now, an excerpt from our fitting video.
When you're doing them, everyone thinks that that's a solid part of the subframe.
Yes.
Go on, get in there. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. I like them. These are definitely going to be a seller. I'll never fit the standard ones again. They were a nightmare.